Alright, that brings us back. We're back. Looks like we'll need an access point to reassign our functions. Hopefully it's not lost forever.
The empty set. It's closed for good, isn't it?
For good. All those votes for who's gonna perform next week, I don't think that's gonna matter. Processed crime scene.
Sybil, after our run-in, I don't think she ever left.
Brute is the new black. Welcome back. How you been? High performance machine. Trust me when I say that it's an E-machine. It deserved everything it got.
With any luck.
Any luck, I can put my skill back. Overloaded. Repaired in one more access point. Oh, that's interesting. Additional mechanic. If you die and it disables the skill that takes the most turn points first, signed, it does come back, but I'm good. Very good. Still figuring out a new game, enjoying it tremendously. So, what we can do though is put Breach back into a slot. Because what got overloaded was Jaunt, not the upgrade to it, not when we put Breach in as an upgrade to it. So, let's see, chance to prevent cells from spawning. Right now, what if we attach this as an upgrade to Spark plus help? As a chance to prevent cells from spawning. So if we area attack a bunch of small mobs, they may not spawn cells we have to run in and deal with.
Let's go to town.
Let's go to town.
Hey.
It encourages mixing up. Yeah, it really looks like, in a way they're forcing you to mix it up, but it's cleverly done. As players, I can't speak for anyone but myself, but I know that I'm not the only one who, we get into habits, we find something we're comfortable with, kind of stick to it. Change is scary sometimes. And, oh, this works. I can make this work. Why would I change that? I like this. There's more out there to explore. This change is good, and all this work went into making a game with possibilities. Not to say that we must play every possibility or we didn't do it right. If we're having fun, we did it right. But a game that cleverly encourages you to explore more of its possibilities without feeling like you're being forced. Human nature in general, absolutely. I think many of the things that come out of my mouth when I'm speaking about games, I like to think they apply a little more generally.
We'll be back someday.
But you're right. And Jared, I was just starting to figure that out, that you're unlocking more backstory every time you use a function in a different slot.
Camerata.
That's very clever too.
Sybil was their eyes and ears. Got close to you. To us. They were hunting people. Don't know for what. But I bet I know who does. I'm gonna ask him why. And I have this feeling he's gonna let us know.
Seagull! Behind you, wolves!
close as the river's gonna take us. Okay, road to high rise should be right around the corner. Heads up. These are new.
These look new. Snapshots can dodge most attacks but are vulnerable afterwards. Can dodge most attacks but are vulnerable afterwards. Let's try this. Let's try lancing them, which won't work. They'll dodge it somehow. But let's drop us. I don't know how big their dodge is, but let's drop an area attack afterwards and see what happens. Well, they didn't dodge it.
Taking snapshots.
Oh, they're taking snapshots. That's cool. Maybe that's the kind of attack they'll dodge. If they're dead. Not if they're dead, they won't.
Oof. The process. Still a step ahead. But they haven't stopped us.
I like this track too. Put a harp in there. What fantastic use of instruments in Bastion and Transistor again.
Is that? What do we have here?
A back door.
Sounds like waves.
Hey, Fruit, we'll see you in a bit too.
So, don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
Hammock, ball, beach party!
Fun.
Yeah, it is. Oh, we're not doing anything else. Clear your schedules, guys.
That's Sybil. Always palling up to you and everybody. Showed her true colors back there. Wonder how her Camerata friends are gonna feel knowing she's leading us straight to them.
Access denied. Not yet available. There too. And there. Any doors? Any doors? Dark tower?
You know, it's a little sparse, but this isn't half bad. There's
It
no
is
cloud
crash.
bank.
Half bad. No Witcher sunset, but I'll take it. Speed test, 1 of 6.
Let's try door number 1.
I'd like door number 3, Monty.
Sand. Water. Nothing.
Come closer. Functions, presets installed. Run test.
Get ready.
Ah, what do you mean? Run. What is bounce will strike up to 6 targets sequentially. But not chaining is sort of automatic. It looks like that's going to chain in 2 directions, but not get the creeps. Try that.
Let's go. Time's running out.
I didn't realize time was running out. Well, we probably don't have enough time then. Didn't realize there was paying attention to the timer stuff across the map. What happens? Can't use anything. Nothing. Can't use anything!
We weren't fast enough.
Nope, not fast enough. Let's retry that. Speed test 106. I better understand what they want from me.
How about this?
The chaining is not so hot, is it? I want more from the chaining than we're getting. What's left?
Time's running out.
Yeah, but what's left? Come on. You guys suck. This is not nice. Better be the last ones.
Can't even take us on their own turf. Thought there'd be more of them.
Welcome back, Jamster. That was a nice long dog walk. Long wet dog walk. Everybody wet or the dogs wet?
Now I want to know what's in door number 2.
Now I want.
Hello, what's this?
We can put on music, play with a beach ball, and lay in a hammock. More hammock. Seems kind of like the proving grounds in Bastion, in a way. Could head back to Cloudbank, but don't usually like game challenges, but this is good at showing combos you might not use normally. That's a good point. So, what sets us up to open another door? They're locked, they open... Triggers the availability of more doors.
We better go.
Go. Just on time locks? Okay.
Everything's like we left it. Was hoping it'd be more like before.
This jaunt should be unlocked. Press right trigger to reveal process limiters. Limiters are new. Press A to use limiters. This would be like the gods at the shrine in Bastion to make things more difficult. Not trying to do that. But it's nice that they put it in there. If you want an extra challenge, seems that Supergiant is always willing to accommodate. Or new combos, although my first thought is let's put that back. So what was it if we mix them up? Allows most functions to be used during turn recovery. So if we use Jaunt as an upgrade on something else, we could probably use that something else even while we're recovering. Useful to use even while recovering. Basic attack, maybe? Benefit is it's more than just challenge. Extra XP can really add up. Makes sense. Whatever other rewards they might have packed in there too. Didn't realize it was raining, Jamster, when you went out. Only wore a light hoodie. Dog was wet. You were wet. Brother was wet. She's loud on the sofa otherwise, though. My dogs own the couch downstairs. They own it. So the memory bar on the left that correspond to how much you've used it, and maybe how much you've used it as a primary and as an upgrade, or no, that doesn't sound right. Doesn't look right.
Sybil Rise.
Sybil.
Life of the party. She was bad news from the first.
Known in elite social circles throughout Cloudbank, Miss Sybil Rice organized many of the city's popular public events, from groundbreaking ceremonies to contemporary festivals. She was everywhere, and yet somehow she made time to lead a second, hidden life. One of the Camerata, Miss Rice was responsible for gathering information about potential high-value targets, people who could contribute to their cause. She did this job to perfection, drawing no notice, though one target in particular caused her much frustration. Oh, how much memory units they take up. Cool. Queen's thank you. Everything takes up some memory. Just to use, you're limited by how much memory you can process at once. Jamster, you may get a few responses to that question. Any advice for starting off Nier as a first time playing it? Anything to note from the beginning? That's a good one. Procyon's good for tips, and don't do side quests. If they're in front of you, I'm just pulling on what Procyon and others told me during my playthrough, but having now played through it and I've played some more off stream, that makes a lot of sense. If they're right in front of you and you want to do them, but don't go out of your way to do side quests until you can bounce around the map like that. And don't look things up, and read everything you can, and talk to everyone. Look at item descriptions and weapon descriptions, and enjoy it. What a game that was. So what do we have right now? We can still disappear and charm. I want to leave that there. A basic attack, we could add something to it. Area of effect with lowered chance to spawn cells. I hate to say it, but I'm going to put this back the way it was. I want that to be kind of a damage blink. And so when we add breach to it, it accelerates the range and velocity of most things, but in this case, it adds a base damage of 60. Which is not a lot, but if you're zipping around and it doesn't take a lot. We're doing damage at the same time. Oh, why don't these all add up? Isn't there one thing not assigned? Oh, 3 things are upgraded.
Lead the way. They can do their worst.
In the way. Some of these are hard to... Some things seem hard to target sometimes. A little weird. Oh, that... You know what? Jaunt over this way. I wasn't going to make it through. And we got a charm out of that guy. Wait, they healed up? Did they heal up from taking the picture? Is that how they healed up?
No sweat.
No sweat.
So let me get this straight. The Camerata. They think they can stop you with these process things. But you're just getting stronger.
Way to know. Is there a visual indicator for something that may have changed or become available? Function files updated 1. Is there a way to know what function file is updated? Is there something I should be looking for on this screen I'm not seeing?
This is new.
Okay, this is new. What is this? What is the this you're talking about?
It's calling him up.
Help function is one of your favorites. Do you like using it as a skill or as an upgrade? An ability? They call it abilities. Or an upgrade.
High rise
As a
is
skill.
dead ahead. Across the canals.
Well, I should try it out sometime like that.
Much nicer last time we were here. Get him. Hey, get back here.
Charmed! For 5 seconds. It's the only one alive. All good.
That's one way to do it. Cluckers.
Is
It's
it?
getting late. The street should be packed.
Fuck you!
Solid.
Solid.
We made him mad.
Yeah, we do that. OVC terminal. Sky last changed 62 days. Blue
Lord
skies
Hitting
are a
Pole.
choice. Help create an unforgettable quarterly solstice by choosing your favorite evening sky color.
The sky
Popular
looks blue
color
because we
choices
want
in
it
the
to.
high-rise district: cobalt blue, deep red, sea green, burnt orange. Evening sky.
Still the best.
32% of residents selected deep red. Results will be posted in 6 more days. Only 27 more days till the solstice.
Now then. Back to the scene.
It's friend base damage 75, friend life 20, usable in turn. No. Allegiance altering subroutines probably don't apply, so what would that do? Bark. Help will summon a hardy friend whose bark switches target's allegiance. There were a lot of enemies around. That would be nice. Friend also gets 200% life. Huh. Well, that could be interesting. Or help will summon a hardy disappearing friend that deals greater backstab damage. Nice. Try that. I won't get to disappear anymore. And I may regret that, and we may change that. but it's something to play with. That will give us what? Potential charm along with our grenade. Or the attack and nah. What the ones on the sides are. Jamster, you're gonna go. You'll be back in about 4 hours. That's around when we'll be wrapping today. But you have a good one too. Have a great evening. Have a good one, Jay, and everyone. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome always. Streaming there today. Have a good one yourself. Stream. I'm backtracking. I don't think I should be backtracking. Yeah, Jamster, thanks again. Thanks for subbing, man. Cheers. See you later. Down this way.
Guess who?
Guess who? Friend automatic. Right bumper to toggle between user and friend while planning. I haven't summoned a friend. I have to do that first. Okay, so I would summon a friend.
Get him, girl.
Ah, cool. And then you could switch. Get him, girl. How does that work? Bark, which could turn them. Like if it was lined up, we could get them both. Playing, learning. Let's try that. And then I get my own bar, right? It's chaotic. So hard to know what the hell's going on. Go that way. Can't. There you go. I don't know. I could practice a little more, but it's happening off screen. And that may not always be the case, but hard to know how effective it was if the results were happening off camera. All right, Melissa, have a good time. We'll see you later.
Here we go again.
Level 5, select function. Bounce or load. Bounce. Is that the one we got to try in that, in the back door? Was pretty cool. I think we should get bounce. Load is the explosive area effect. Form a volatile package. Strike it to produce a burst. Let's get bounce. Bounce! Permission. Cash. Passive bonus. Slot 1. For use with any function. Opens passive slot 1. Select limiter. Abundance. User level bonus 2%. This process will sometimes spawn twin cells when terminated. Or efficiency. User level bonus 4. This process will strike with twice as much power.
I don't like this.
Maybe I should troll you all
Hold on,
one
I wanna
day
try
as
something.
7 and we should play Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Is anyone out there?
We would all regret it. Every one of us. There's an access point. Is there one back there?
High rise is due southeast.
Cannot install memory full. Okay. 3, we only have 3. Backstab damage would go up. Bounce will deal greater backstab damage to targets. Kind of iffy whether you would actually get backstab damage. Cool, now you have a passive slot. Oh, I see it. See it? Nice. What, put it in a passive slot. Become undetectable and faster after eliminating targets. Nice. Glad you all said something. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Movement speed goes up. 2 seconds. Stealth on target elimination. Or... Can't do that memory full. Okay, yeah. I'll play with that. Every function has a passive form. 25% chance to become a super user on using turn. Root access. What? 2 more. Jaunt will leave behind a user copy. Let's try that. Heal limiters. Okay. You unlock some new info on Mask and Help. Let's see if I can find that there. Skydrop. So this was Shomar Schasberg. Selections, trickery and comedy. Everybody wears a mask, right? After constructing his personal glider, Mr. Schasberg sailed forth one evening from a high-rise rooftop to the delight of thousands of onlookers at ground level. Onlookers lost visibility of him as he flew into the dense fog hanging over Goldwalk, though their cheering continued for more than 40 minutes. Mr. Schasberg, meanwhile, completed his skydrop very much as planned. What he did not expect was that several individuals were waiting there for him when he touched down. We have to put it in a passive slot and use it to unlock more. Is that what we just did? We have to use it before we can do the rest. And you said in mask and help. Sybil. Miss Rice met Red while putting together a small program for up-and-coming artists and became infatuated first with Red's music and then with her. According to diary entries, there was something inscrutable and confident about Red that Miss Rice could not explain. However, Miss Rice was frustrated to find that Red grew distant. Through all this, Miss Rice observed the aloofness of one of Red's companions and decided he must have been insinuating Red against her. Miss Rice thought through various ways to rectify this. I backtracked to find that. Wait a no. I don't want to backtrack where we're not supposed to go. We came from up here, didn't we? Down this way. That way. Access point. Okay, it's another access point, but it's not a new area.
Yikes.
This is?
They got more friends.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa!
Run.
Run!
Just
Look at
run.
there! Just run, Red!
Made it. That was 50 of them back there. Maybe more.
You were counting?
Red. Have a look out there. Toward high-rise. Traverson Hall. The annex building. They're not there anymore. Half the skylines disappeared. Whatever's after us, it's spreading. The Camerata. They'd rip this whole town apart. To get us. Or to get away.
Another back
that
door.
same
Come
box?
closer, my dear. Stability test.
Shall we? More of those doors opened up. How about we shut them?
Things. They opened up, huh? And a new occupant? Straight process. Den. Is that a flag or a person or a bird or a crab or...
We're not alone. Hey, she's friendly, I think. Hi, Luna. Can I call you
Luna.
Luna?
I have someone to play with! Yay!
fetch.
Someone to play ball with.
Take that, ball.
Take that, ball! Stability test, 1 of 3. This now 2 of something? 2 of 6. try both. If we can. Stability test 1 of
But
3.
wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. That's perfect for Apple announcement today.
Yep.
But wait,
More sand.
there's more.
Something's changed. Try your moves.
Anybody see anything cool there today, by the way? I did not. Obviously did not watch any of the announcements today. Run test. Functions, presets installed. We have a charm. We have a mask. We have a basic attack. Withstand the process
Just gotta
for
hold
90
off.
seconds. Survive for 90 seconds. That works.
Easy, pal.
This is brilliant. Ah!
Keep hanging on.
Oh, yeah!
Stop. We won.
The spine. Let's say music unlock the spine. Unlock that track, or
If this is gonna give us an edge, then we might as well.
practice test. No pressure. Speed test 2. Planning test. Planning test.
Door number 1.
Recipe for
round number
failure. Planning test.
2. Ready when you are.
Chain damage and. Okay.
Let's see how quick we can do this.
Yeah. Is that gonna do more than I think it's gonna do? Out of range. Well, that's not working. Oh man. That didn't quite work, did it?
Almost ready.
Oh, it did! What's left? Oh boy!
That ought to do it.
That ought to do it. Music unlocked. Interlace. Say interlace? Not interface, interlace?
Like last time, only better.
Only better. Practice test, no pressure.
What's behind door number 5? So calm. We can come here for practice.
Evaluate available functions. Can you play with whatever? Play with. Fine. I'm not really gonna stick around if that's what it is right now. Yeah, disconnect anyways. So you can set up what you want, play with your
It's a fake.
functions.
Looks real enough.
Okay, gotcha. Practice test would be useful if you want to try different combos.
Door number 3.
Planning test.
We're surrounded.
Interlacing method to encode bitmaps. The word is used in a few different contexts. Interlace television signals, which relate to what you just said. Does the bar keep going as long as you want? Can you queue up as much as you want? I thought we had pretty rigid limits to how much you could queue up. Stained glass. Music unlocked.
You got it. That's our girl.
Hammock. Ideas mulled. 1. Let's mull another idea. Anyone seen
All
Willow?
cozy here. But what's
Hammock,
going on out
Willow.
there?
Hammock.
Process. I thought it only wanted you. It wants the whole town.
The process wants the whole town. It won't stop at red.
Back to reality. Okay, back on track.
About to pass into South Frustum Road. Anyone who's familiar with the game, how would you gauge our progress? Are we quarter of the way through? Third? Not half the way through yet, are we?
Time to dance.
Time!
Dug in the
Time
heels this
to
time.
dance. Quarter, so
Ouch.
that works. We went through Bastion so much more quickly than I expected. And it'd be fine if we didn't go through this one quite as quickly. Blocked. Clucker blocked. Through. Not harm friend, it would charm because of the bomb. It didn't reach the clucker on the outside. Okay.
Back in business.
I think the bar keeps going. Hey, Claire? How are you doing?
Get out of our town.
Get out of our town, cluckers! Doing alright today, Claire? Mission files updated. Mask. Disappearance. The Camerata saw in Mr. Schasberg someone who commanded a significant influence over a young and vibrant sector of the city's population. Mr. Schasberg, for his part, initially mistook the Camerata for an administrative group and was shocked and disappointed to have been located so easily. His famous escape attempts likewise proved unsuccessful in this particular scenario. Nevertheless, more than 80% of individuals who self-identify as fans of Mr. Schasberg's work believe that his disappearance was all part of the stunt. Bounce.
It's Nyla. Everybody said she split after Goldwalk Channel opened up.
Claire, as good as you're gonna get. I'll drink to that. Good as we can get. Hope for. Background: one would have difficulty finding a more active or outspoken member of the community of Cloudbank's Goldwalk district as Miss Nyla Chang. She allotted more than 66% of her available time on activities such as passing ordinances to improve underdeveloped regions, reaching out to and educating habitual non-voters, or advocating for groups lacking adequate representation. Her motives were rarely questioned, as her love for the district was in fact sincere, stemming from positive early experiences that grew to become fierce nostalgia. Miss Chine did have her detractors, however, and this became very clear at the opening she arranged for the Goldwalk Channel. If we want more lore, we have to change around our skills. Use different things in different slots. We do that? Should we try mixing some things up? More and more? I haven't added anything to Crash. Crash will go further. Greater velocity if we added breach to it. Range and jump range goes up if we add, let's add breach to bounce. We don't have...
Yours truly. Guess I'm not supposed to be here. Not that anyone else is. So they got any dirt on me?
So we have to use this in a passive slot to learn more. We're gonna change passive slot, turn planning. We get extra turn planning. Gain more planning potential in turn. Wasn't unlimited. Let's do that so we can unlock that. Then what? Active or passive to learn more. We're putting it in active. Charm. In addition to the base effect, targets be temporarily banished, cannot attack, protected and cannot attack, or backstab damage for bounce, or backstab damage if we're using, let's do that. Hey there, Simpika, how are you doing? Cheers. Thank you. You doing all right today? For that. This way. Berry building. Patio seating. Come closer. Good time, 74%.
I was just thinking about the first time we went to the canals.
What were you thinking about the first time we went to the canals?
Head on in. Coast is clear. Used to be how many good drinking joints here? Caddies. Seaside. Cloud Alley.
Bop, 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 bop. Out of range. I can't hit that. There we go.
Ow. More, huh? Snapshot's shooting faster.
Oh, I don't have damage on my blink anymore. Stop expecting it to do damage, because I don't have that anymore.
Just hold on.
whoa, what? Pika, I'm doing really well. Enjoying this game. Lots to figure out, lots to learn. Right.
Glad that wasn't me. Who else?
It's pretty well keeping me on my toes, too. Marwan Sameh, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Stay out of our way.
Stay out of our way.
See this? This is what the Camerata want our town to be.
Cypher. Come closer. Translation. Stop.
I'll miss this place.
Easy Rome. Welcome back. How you doing? High-rise district. This might be a good place for our second break. A good place. I don't know what kicks in when we get to the high-rise district. Welcome, Hazy Rome. Sabika, anyone else just getting here? We're lurking out there. So Bastion went pretty quickly. 6 hours. I'm not any rush. Transistor, not done today, and I don't expect it to be done today. It feels like I'm going through it a little more slowly than Bastion. So when we get about halfway through the game, would you let me know if you're familiar with Transistor when we get about halfway through? It would be good to know we're crossing that point. Then I have some sense of what's left for us on Thursday. I'm good. Supergiant Games. It's my first experience with them, really. I've always heard so much, so this week has been fun. I think my favorite element that's shared between the two games is the music. The first game in a while that's made me want to listen independently to its soundtrack when I wasn't playing the game. Just so good. Let me go break and return, and we will continue. And that'll do. Jared, the one big critique of their games is that they're on the short side. Newest one, Pyre, does not have that issue. It doesn't? Doesn't? I thought Pyre was relatively short. Also, Darren Korb killed on the soundtracks on those games. Well, I don't know how much of it he did and who others were involved, but I will blindly agree with that. I'm enjoying every moment of the soundtrack. All right, I'm gonna go get a minute fresh air, go stretch, I suggest you go stretch as well. I'll see you back here in a few.